Nvidia is more than just a computer parts company. It's a force that has quietly and then suddenly become the beating heart of the technology world. What started as a niche player in the graphics card market has evolved into a global powerhouse, shaping the very foundation of modern computing. Today, Nvidia is the engine powering the AI revolution, driving advancements that touch nearly every aspect of our lives. Its technology is at the core of the data centers that process the world's information, enabling breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Its GPUs are the backbone of modern AI, providing the raw computational power needed to train and run the most sophisticated algorithms. These chips are the unsung heroes behind the scenes, making possible everything from voice assistants to self-driving cars. This has made Nvidia the go-to supplier for Silicon Valley and beyond, with its hardware and software solutions forming the infrastructure for countless startups and tech giants alike. The company's journey began with graphics cards for gaming, fueling the rise of immersive 3D worlds and competitive esports. Gamers everywhere recognized Nvidia as the brand that brought their virtual adventures to life, but its expertise in parallel processing, originally developed to render lifelike graphics, made it the perfect fit for the complex calculations required by AI. This unique capability set Nvidia apart from traditional chipmakers and opened the door to new possibilities. Tech giants like Google and Amazon now rely on Nvidia's hardware to build their AI services, from cloud computing to recommendation engines. The world's most influential companies trust Nvidia to deliver the performance and reliability they need. This has transformed Nvidia into a pillar of the global economy and a key indicator of tech's future. Its reach extends far beyond Silicon Valley, impacting industries and markets around the world. When Nvidia thrives, it signals robust investment in AI and confidence in the next wave of technological innovation. Investors and analysts watch its every move, knowing that its success often predicts broader trends. If it stumbles, the whole sector feels it. Startups, established firms, and even global markets can be shaken by a single earnings report or product delay from Nvidia. The company's influence now stretches across industries, touching not just technology, but also science, medicine, transportation, and more. In research labs, hospitals, and on city streets, Nvidia's innovations are accelerating discoveries, improving patient care, and making autonomous vehicles a reality. Its financial results are watched not just by shareholders, but by governments, competitors, and anyone invested in the future of technology. The entire tech ecosystem looks to Nvidia as a bellwether, gauging the health and direction of the industry by its performance and innovation. Nvidia's performance is a barometer for innovation and market direction, reflecting the pace of change in everything from AI to gaming to cloud computing. As it prepares to announce earnings, anticipation builds across boardrooms and living rooms alike, with everyone eager to see what the future holds. The world is watching for clues about the digital future, because in many ways, Nvidia's story is the story of technology itself. Today, Nvidia's earnings report is the most anticipated event on Wall Street. Investors, analysts, and tech enthusiasts have been waiting for weeks, if not months, to see what the company will reveal. The buzz is everywhere, from trading floors to social media feeds, because Nvidia's results have the power to move not just its own stock, but the entire market. Investors and tech leaders are eager to see if Nvidia's explosive growth can continue. The company has been at the center of the AI revolution, and its performance is seen as a barometer for the entire tech industry. Everyone wants to know, can Nvidia keep up its breakneck pace, or is a slowdown on the horizon? The report will reveal not only how many AI chips Nvidia has sold, but also, crucially, the company's outlook for the future. Will demand for AI hardware keep surging, or are customers starting to pull back? The answers will shape strategies for tech giants and startups alike. With a $4 trillion valuation, the stakes couldn't be higher. Nvidia is now one of the most valuable companies on the planet, and every move it makes is under a microscope. A single earnings report can add or erase billions in market value in just minutes. Strong results could send the stock soaring to new heights, rewarding investors and fueling even more excitement about AI. But any sign of weakness, missed targets, cautious guidance, or slowing sales could trigger a massive tech sell-off and shake confidence across the sector. Nvidia is now a bellwether. Its performance signals the health of the entire AI sector. When Nvidia thrives, it suggests that AI demand is still booming. If it stumbles, it could mean the industry is facing new challenges or that the AI gold rush is losing steam. Robust sales mean companies are still pouring billions into AI, racing to build the next generation of intelligent products and services. But if sales disappoint, it could signal that the frenzy is cooling and that companies are becoming more cautious with their investments. The anticipation is intense. Months of hype about unstoppable demand are about to be tested. For many, this is the moment of truth. Will Nvidia's numbers live up to the sky-high expectations, or will reality fall short? Will Nvidia's numbers justify the sky-high expectations? Analysts will be dissecting every detail, from revenue and profit margins to future guidance and commentary on the AI market. The answers will set the tone for the market for weeks to come. Whether you're an investor, a tech worker, or just someone curious about the future, what happens today will ripple far beyond Nvidia's headquarters. This isn't just a company update, it's a pivotal moment for the future of technology. The outcome could influence everything from stock prices to hiring plans, research budgets, and the pace of innovation in AI. All eyes are on Nvidia to see if the AI party continues, or if the music is about to slow down. The world is watching, and the next chapter in the AI story is about to be written. Options traders are making huge bets on Nvidia's next move, and the stakes have rarely been higher. In the days leading up to the earnings report, the options market is buzzing with activity as traders try to position themselves for what could be a historic swing in the stock price. Options prices are flashing a clear signal. The market is bracing for a 6% swing, either up or down, immediately after the earnings announcement. This expectation is baked into the price of options contracts, reflecting the collective anticipation and anxiety of thousands of traders. For a company valued at $4 trillion, a 6% move translates to a staggering $260 billion shift in market value almost overnight. That's more than the entire market cap of many Fortune 500 companies, all riding on a single earnings report. This level of volatility is rare, even for a tech giant like Nvidia. It highlights just how much uncertainty and excitement surrounds today's announcement, and how much is riding on the company's performance. Traders are divided. Some are betting on a massive surge, convinced Nvidia will crush expectations, while others are positioning for a sharp drop, wary of any sign of weakness. But almost no one expects the stock to stay flat. The consensus is that something big is about to happen. The options market is essentially bracing for a major catalyst, a piece of news that could redefine Nvidia's worth and set the tone for the entire tech sector. This is more than just an earnings report. It's a moment that could ripple across global markets. If Nvidia's stock moves less than 6%, it means the results landed right where the market expected. In that case, both the bulls and the bears might be left disappointed, as the options they bought or sold could expire worthless. But if the stock swings by 10% or more, that would signal a major surprise, either a blowout quarter or a shocking miss. Such a move would send shockwaves through the market, rewarding some traders with huge gains and punishing others with steep losses. The options market has set the bar, and now all eyes are glued to the screens, waiting to see which way Nvidia jumps. The tension is palpable as traders prepare to react in real time. This implied move doesn't just set expectations. It defines what counts as a shock or a letdown. It's the line in the sand that will determine who celebrates and who scrambles to recover. The stakes are massive, and the entire market is on edge, waiting for the numbers that could trigger a billion-dollar windfall, or a devastating loss. In the end, Nvidia's report will decide who wins and who loses these high-stakes billion-dollar bets. For options traders, this is the moment they've been waiting for. A 6% expected move is dramatic, but how does it compare to Nvidia's history? On average, Nvidia's stock has swung about 7% after earnings. In the last 3 years, options traders predicted a 7.7% move. The actual average was 7.6%. This shows the options market is usually spot on about Nvidia's volatility. The slightly lower expectation today could mean investors feel more confident, or just more cautious. As Nvidia matures, its business may seem more predictable, but the potential for surprises remains. The market is still primed for fireworks, even if they're a bit less explosive than before. Nvidia's earnings have always moved markets, and today is no different. History says, expect the unexpected. Nvidia's stock has soared 34% this year, an astonishing feat for a company of its size. This rally has added hundreds of billions to its value, making it a favorite for investors chasing the AI boom. As of this week, Nvidia trades just below its all-time high, reflecting strong investor confidence. Compared to the S&P 500's 9.5% gain, Nvidia's outperformance is staggering. But the ride hasn't been smooth. August brought a pullback as investors questioned if the rally could last. This dip puts even more pressure on today's earnings. A strong report could reignite the rally. A weak one could confirm fears of overvaluation. Expectations are sky high. Anything less than spectacular could disappoint. Investors are on edge, wondering if the good times will continue or if it's time to cash out. The answer hinges on tonight's numbers and guidance. Nvidia's performance will set the tone for tech stocks everywhere. The stakes have never been higher. Nvidia's earnings will ripple far beyond its own stock. A strong report could spark a rally across the entire AI and tech sector. Other chipmakers, AI software firms, and cloud providers are all watching closely. Recently, smaller, riskier AI stocks have struggled. Nvidia's results could revive them. If Nvidia delivers, it validates the AI boom and could trigger a wave of buying. But a disappointment could drag down the whole sector, raising doubts about the AI story. Nvidia's report is a referendum on the entire AI investment thesis. The reaction of the broader market may be even more telling than Nvidia's own move. Tonight, one company's results could move the world. Investors are watching Nvidia's report for details on a key U.S. government deal. Nvidia sells modified AI chips to China, complying with U.S. export restrictions. In exchange for access, Nvidia gives the U.S. Treasury 15% of revenue from these sales. This keeps Nvidia in the lucrative Chinese market, but cuts into profit margins. Investors want to know if the benefits outweigh the costs. Lower margins could worry investors if they threaten future profits. Nvidia's management will need to address how this deal impacts long-term growth. The company's guidance on this issue could sway the stock, regardless of current results. Tonight's call will reveal if this deal is a smart trade-off or a drag on future earnings. Some experts call this a Goldilocks moment for Nvidia. Conditions are just right. Demand for AI chips is sky high, and Nvidia's lead over competitors is strong. The AI revolution is still young, with massive investments just beginning. Nvidia's rapid innovation and limited competition have fueled its dominance and profits. This perfect storm has made Nvidia a financial powerhouse. But today's report must confirm that the Goldilocks story continues. Any sign of slowing demand, rising competition, or margin pressure could spoil the narrative. Investors want reassurance that Nvidia's ideal conditions are holding. The fairy tale depends on tonight's results. As the market closes, the world is holding its breath for Nvidia's earnings. Bulls hope for a blowout report to validate the AI boom and send stocks higher. Skeptics fear the hype has gone too far and look for any sign of weakness. Meeting expectations may not be enough. Only a spectacular beat will satisfy. The results will set the direction for tech stocks and investor confidence. A strong report could reignite a rally. A weak one could trigger a sell-off. Tonight's announcement is more than a financial update. It's a test of the entire tech sector. Nvidia's numbers will ripple through markets worldwide. In a few hours, we'll know if the AI dream is still alive.